Welcome to episode number 20 in the Paul Nicholls podcast show. Today we're going to be discussing how to earn money online with Amazon in just 4 simple steps. So let's dive in. So if you're trying to generate sales and income from the internet, maybe you've tried lots of different methods, lots of different strategies and techniques, but you're still not really sure what to do, then this is something that you can certainly try. I know it works because I've used this myself. So I wanted to put today's episode together to give you an actual business model that you can follow moving forward. Now, this is something that you can use to start to make progress and start to generate income from the internet from home. You can turn this into a much bigger business as you progress, but this is primarily something just to get you started earning money on the internet. And this is using a very good model because you're going to be primarily using Amazon to sell stuff on the internet. So you basically send people to Amazon, and when they make a purchase, then you get a commission on that purchase. So in these 4 steps, I'm going to explain exactly how it works. One of the things I will just quickly say, and I do totally understand that some countries don't allow you to become an Amazon affiliate. I totally get that. But for most countries around the world, you are able to do this. So Amazon has been around for a very, very long time, and there's always people spending money on Amazon. I buy things from Amazon all the time. Maybe you do too. And it's a very, very good place to buy physical items. You can buy digital items as well, but the physical items that people buy from Amazon is probably the most popular. But that is what you're going to be focused on. And this is how you're going to actually earn revenue and sales online. And there's 4 simple steps, and we're going to go through each of them in today's episode. So step number 1 is, the first thing you need to do is choose a niche. Yeah. Choose a niche. This is going to be the niche that you sell products around. For example, let's say, and this is just an example, let's say you want to sell DIY equipment, because this is something that I've done in the past. So let's say you want to sell DIY equipment, but DIY equipment and like home tools, things that you use in your own garage, your own home, to do DIY around your house, around your apartment. Just saying that you want to be in the DIY niche, that is too broad. You have to go much further than that. You have to drill down much deeper. So let's say you're going to choose, because this is one that I chose a few years ago and it worked out really well, cordless drills, right? So let's just say you choose the cordless drills niche. Yeah, so this is a niche. Yeah. Now within the cordless drills niche, you've got lots of different brands of cordless drills, different types of cordless drills. Yeah. But the good thing about this niche is that it's a physical item, and they do sell extremely well. People often buy cordless drills from Amazon. In fact, I bought my cordless drill from Amazon many years ago, so I know that, I know people spend money on there. It's not just me, but I've got friends and family that also buy lots of different tools and equipment from Amazon as well. So choosing a niche, so let's say you choose the cordless drills niche. What you then have to do is locate and identify the best sellers within cordless drills. So all you do is go to Amazon, and you can either search for cordless drills within Amazon and then go on the best sellers category, or the easiest way is to just go to Google and type in best sellers cordless drills Amazon, and it will come up with the category of the best sellers. And then what you do is you just choose the top 10 or top 20 drills within that list, or you can go further down. What I normally do is I choose the drills that have got at least a 4-star rating, and then I shortlist all of them. The most important part of this process is to just make sure that you've got the best sellers in there, because Amazon's telling you that the best sellers are the items and products that people are buying the most of. Yeah, people are choosing to buy certain products more than others, so choose the best sellers. And this isn't the only way you can choose products. The other way you can choose products, I always make sure that the products that you sell and that you promote are at least $25 to $30 each, because there is a commission structure. You have to sell so many products at a certain price, and then you go into the next tier. But what I found works best, and this worked best for me when I did it, is choosing products at least $25 or $30. So that is how you choose a niche. Make sure it's best sellers within the category. Choose a particular niche, something like cordless drills. It could be like toasters, it could be cookers, it could be juicers, it could be coffee machines. Coffee machines is a good one. That's one that I actually did as well. And I did very well with coffee machines. So that's a very, very good one. So choose your niche. And the great thing about Amazon is that there's lots and lots of niches that you will have an interest in. You know, I'm sure there's going to be niches that you do have a good interest in, which makes it easier to actually create the content. So that's step number 1, choosing your niche. Step number 2 is create your selling platforms. Create selling platforms. Now, there's 2 different ways that I normally do it. Of course, you have a normal website. Yeah, so you've got a normal WordPress website, very, very simple to make. All you need is some hosting, a domain name which costs $10, which is like £7 in the UK, and then hosting, 10 or 15 bucks a month, and you're ready to rumble. And you can create a basic looking WordPress website, you can use a free template. Just type in something like niche website templates, something like that within WordPress, or just go to Google and see what other people recommend. You can go to YouTube and start searching around the best niche WordPress templates, or free WordPress templates. So you can easily find one. Very, very simple to do. So you can do that, and at the same time, and this is what I'd recommend, is also have a YouTube channel as well. So you can build a YouTube channel around doing reviews on physical items. So there's lots of people out there all the time going to YouTube because they want to see a particular item or product in action before they buy. Now, I know this happens all the time. I do it, many people do it, you probably do it as well. You go to YouTube and you just type in the product name and then review. Or is it any good? Or is it a good buy? Something like that. And this is why promoting Amazon products is so effective, because they're physical items and people want to see them in action. Now, I know this firsthand because I actually purchased a hedge trimmer a few months ago, and I went to YouTube and I watched about 2 or 3 different reviews of the actual hedge trimmer in action before I actually purchased it. Now, some people will actually click the link below the video to go through to actually purchase the product through that link. And that is known as an affiliate link or a referral link. And when you click that link, you go through and the person that sent you to Amazon from that video will get the commission on whatever it is that you buy. And this is the great thing, this is how it works. But they're giving you a video demonstration of the product, And this is what happened to me. Someone showed me the actual tool in action, and this is what you can do on a video. It's really, really helpful, really good, helpful videos. And you know that whoever watches your videos, there's a very good chance that they are going to go through and actually buy that product, because you don't type in a particular product and then review at the end of it if you're not on the verge of actually buying the product. And this is the great thing. So you need your selling platforms, either a YouTube channel or a website or both. My personal opinion is that I would do both. This is what I do. I have a YouTube channel where I used to do demonstrations with the products, and also I had a website. So this is what I did. So you can of course do the same as me, or you can just use one of them. It's entirely up to you. But my advice is I would definitely do the website and the YouTube channel at the same time. You don't have to use YouTube. You can use other video platforms out there, but obviously YouTube is one of the biggest video platforms. So create your selling platforms, website, YouTube channel, and then you move on to the next step, which is step number 3, which is what you do then is you create your actual review. When you create your review of the actual product, there's a few different places that you can go to find out more information about the product before you actually review it. You can go to Google, and you can go to Amazon reviews to actually read what people are talking about, so you can get a bit more of a feel on the product before you actually review it yourself. So Amazon reviews, below every Amazon listing there's normally reviews, and especially if you choose a bestseller, there's going to be lots of reviews, so you can go through there and see what people are talking about. If there's any particular trending topics that people mention, or any trending problem that people mention, you could then mention that in your review. So this is the best way to do it. The other way you can do it, and this is what I've sometimes done as well, and other people do it, is you actually buy the product. You go and buy the product from Amazon, do a full-blown review on it. You can even do like an unpacking review. Some people do that, an unboxing review, and then use it. Because the way to look at it is you're going to be able to create a much more credible video, a review video, if you show someone the actual tool working and in action. Of course, you do have to think about costs, and you don't want to have to buy everything that you review, but buying one of the products now and again will definitely help you to create a much more in-depth and trustworthy review. So if you happen to buy something for $100 odd, $150, and that video goes on to get thousands of views, then the chances are that is going to do extremely well, and it's very likely that you're going to make, you know, some sales as a result of that. Of course, you know, I can't guarantee that. It depends on your video, and there's lots of different variables to actually consider, but it's the same with your website. If you've got a website and a YouTube channel, then the chances are your video or your review will be a lot more trustworthy and a lot more credible if you can actually show the tool or whatever it is in action. And it's the same with like a juicer, coffee machine, could be a tumble dryer, could be a fridge freezer, could be whatever. You know, once you've got it in your video and you unbox it and you show people the tool in action, that is very, very powerful, and that is a very good way to build lots more trust and credibility. And this can really help your channel to, you know, grow, and also your website to make more sales. So creating your review, you can make a video, put a video on your website as well as leaving it on your YouTube channel. Create a full-blown article as well, and this is where you take some information maybe from Facebook, from the Amazon review section, watch other review videos on YouTube as well, get some information, do your own research as well, maybe even buy the product. So once you've got all of this information, you can then create your own in-depth review, and you can then link to the Amazon product as well. Of course, you do need to sign up with Amazon. That is something that you would need to do. We won't get onto that right now because that's something that I'll talk about at the end. It's no good you applying to become an Amazon affiliate until you have a website in place, or you have some type of a platform in place where you're able to sell some of their products, because you want to do it this way round so that Amazon knows that you're serious. It's no good you doing it the other way round. It's no good you applying for your account and doing your application before you have your pages in place. Make sure you do it this way because it's a lot more professional. So step 1, choose a niche. Step 2, create your selling platforms. Step 3, create your review. And as I said, use lots of different other places out there to get more information to create a much more in-depth and trustworthy review. And step number 4 is you rinse and repeat. So you rinse and repeat. So once you have done this, you just keep doing it over and over again. Now let's just quickly cover how to actually join Amazon. It's very, very simple to do. Go to Google, type in join Amazon's affiliate program, and then you can sign up. The best thing to do though is to make sure you have your platforms first. A lot of people do it in reverse. They just sign up to Amazon and you don't have any websites or platforms to actually give them, because they do sometimes ask you, how are you going to promote, and do you have any websites already? So the best thing to do is do it this way round. All you have to do is just create one review, 1 or 2 reviews, or 1 or 2 videos, so that you look a lot more professional. And then when you go and do your application, the chances are you will get approved. Of course, I can't guarantee that you will get approved. It depends how your website looks, depends on what you say in your application, but it's normally quite straightforward. So you can go and sign up as an affiliate whenever you like, and then follow this process. So step 1, choose a niche. Step 2, create your selling platform. Step 3, create your review. And then step 4, rinse and repeat. Now I know that we have gone through these 4 steps reasonably quickly, and they may seem quite vague. I could make this episode 10 hours long, and I could go through every single stage of the process. But in today's episode, I just want to give you an overview on how this model actually works and how you can use it. So that is how to earn money online with Amazon in just 4 simple steps. It's a great model to use. As I said, I used this for quite a while when I first come to the internet, and I made a lot of my money in the first couple of years from Amazon. There's a lot of people that use Amazon. It does work extremely well. Of course, you just need to just dive in and start doing it. Now, if this sounds good to you, if this is something that you would like to get involved in more, then I do have lots of in-depth, more specific training and instructions on how you can start to do this, exactly how to set this complete business model up within Coffee Shop Income. So you can find out more at coffeeshopincome.com. However, I am currently giving away a 7-day bootcamp. So before you go and check out coffeeshopincome.com, go over to coffeeshopincome.com/bootcamp, because that's going to give you lots of free training. So before you start doing anything else, go over to coffeeshopincome.com/bootcamp. That will give you a completely free 7-day bootcamp where I'm going to walk you through and explain how you can start your own internet-based business in the 30 days. And if Amazon is something that you would like to learn more about, then we do cover Amazon as well. So go over there, get your 7-day bootcamp, and there's lots more juicy training that you can get from me. So that's it for today's episode number 20 in the Paul Nicholls Podcast Show. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching wherever it is you've been watching or listening from. Could be one of our podcast platforms or one of our video platforms. The link is below this video if you're watching this on video. If you're listening to this on one of our Spotify or podcast platforms, then just go to coffeeshopincome.com/bootcamp. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode. Take care.